This is going to be a video obviously about a certain sort of person, and I'm sure we've all encountered this sort of person in Great Britain in the 21st century, or let's face it, the United Kingdom, Great Britain, at any period in its history more likely. And yeah, this is of course the Jobsworth type, is it not? And yeah, what do we mean really when we say a Jobsworth type? So what I think the best illustration of the Jobsworth type is in literature, it comes down to Shakespeare's character Malvolio in Twelfth Night. Now, Malvolio is the head servant of Olivia's household, and he's prim, finicky, uptight, um, tutting, hates, rowdiness, drunkenness, all these sorts of things, licentious behaviour, very, very puritanical, very dogmatic, and very, very proud as well, deeply vain, narcissistic, arrogant. And I think Malvolio is just the quintessential Jobsworth type in literature. And yeah, we find these people all over the world, and yeah, they're sort of very proud of their jobs in particular. And Malvolio has a sort of chain on him, which means he's like a sort of local beadle or whatever it is, as well as being the head servant of Olivia's household. And thinks he runs everything, thinks he's running the show, thinks he's the big boss man, but he's not. He's more like a tame sociopath, a tame sort of narcissistic sociopath of Olivia's, and really he's nothing at all. He gets kicked around in the play by all sorts of other characters, much to the hilarity, I imagine, of Shakespearean audiences. And yeah, this is a type that we come across all over the place. Or like types who say, "Just doing my job." Just doing my job, and proud of my job, and it's more than my job's worth, famously, to lift a finger to really fucking help you or whatever it is, or go against company policy or whatever it happens to be. And or really, like the thing about Malvolio also is he's lazy. That's the other thing about him. He's deeply lazy. He'll drink on the sly, all these sorts of other things. And he's a hypocrite, basically, deeply hypocritical, venal, vain, arrogant. And another sort of type, a Jobsworth type from history. Please go away. Who is? Sorry about that. I thought it was more Jobsworths, but it turns out it was just a mate of mine. Yeah, we can have an Indian later on anyway. But yeah, there's another sort of Jobsworth type from history, and well, another Jobsworth type example from history. And this is Adolf Eichmann, of course, the guy who ran the trains in Nazi Germany. And you can, I think, gain a sort of flavour for what Eichmann's character was like, very much like Malvolio. Very proud of being an SS officer, sort of horrible, twisted smile on his face, not very bright. Crucially, is what Hannah Arendt reported about him in her famous book Eichmann in Jerusalem. And yeah, defended himself erroneously with a categorical imperative, nonetheless got executed gratifyingly enough in Jerusalem when he was put on trial in front of a Jewish court. And yeah, like very, very, a snake-like social climber, doing anything he could to, toady, lick boot, climb up the greasy pole of the Third Reich, and ended up running the trains in Nazi Germany. And for every Eichmann in an organisation like Nazi Germany, there's an Oskar Schindler as well. And Eichmann was in a perfect opportunity whereby he could have been an Oskar Schindler. He could have, instead of making the trains run with the ruthless precision that he did make them run in, he could have said, like, oh, a carriage goes missing just out here in, the middle of Poland or wherever, and some people just happen to escape, and could have done all those sorts of things, but no, he didn't. So committed was he to doing his job and impressing people. Even as the Allies swept towards Berlin, he was still there, well, almost, at running the trains and so on in Nazi Germany. I'm trying to figure out a bit based on this thing. I'm trying to actually do stand-up material now. I'm sort of working on a bit about Jobsworths. I need to get it better, because it could be a hoot, I reckon, if I get it right. But anyway, this is my video about the Jobsworth mentality. We all know who they are. Fuck them all. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.